Hey guys, it's me again. Another day, another 50 flights. I found out the hard way I probably should not walk a mile prior to doing the stairs, so I'm pretty worn out by it. But you know, I'm still doing it, still making it, so I'm really happy with that. Today, weigh myself. Glad I'm finally 199.5, so I'm under 200. And you know, the weight's kind of coming off pretty fast. You know, you don't want to do it too fast, but I'm trying not to, you know, starve myself or anything. I mean, I'm eating well, you know, meats and fruit and vegetables and nuts and things like that. So I'm just keeping on. So I wanted to address some of your questions. Somebody asked me, should I start exercising first as like a first step? Should I start exercising or should I change my diet? Like, what should I do first? And my advice is, first of all, number one, go slow, because whatever change you make a small change. You know, just make one change at a time, because if you go too fast, trying to go from where you are right now to like some higher level, you know, there's a great chance of that you're not going to make that jump and you're going to get discouraged by it. So I would recommend, you know, make small changes, and I would say, my opinion is, start with your diet, because you know, the diet is the most important thing in my opinion. I feel like any exercise you do is just gonna, the best it's gonna do is keep you where you're at, and if you have any food allergies or conditions, you know, those aren't going to go away unless you really examine your diet, what you're eating. You can go on what's called an elimination diet, where you deliberately take out a lot of the foods that you eat, especially the ones that you think are suspect, and then you just start from very basic, raw foods, and then you gradually, over time, add one more thing back in, like you might add dairy back in, and see if that's what's causing your problems. Or you might add you know, grains back in, or whatever you think might be your problem. Gluten is a big deal. So, you know, just take it one step at a time. And one of the reasons why I say, you know, change your diet, it really worked for me. I mean, it worked wonders, just changing my diet. It cleared up a lot of the issues I was having that actually were an impediment to exercise. They were impediment to actually, you know, running, climbing, whatever. So you really want to remove as much as you can. You want to remove those problems first, so that you will have better success with exercise. And like I said, just take it slow, one thing at a time. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you're mowing the grass and you hit some really tall grass and it just kills your mower. That means you have to just do it a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And that's really the way to make lasting change in your life. So I would suggest starting with diet. Another reason why I suggest the diet first is because I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Drew Manning. He's a personal trainer, a fitness trainer, and he did this thing where he for 6 months, he's like really fit, you know, really cut, muscular, 195 pounds. He wanted to see what life was like inside the body of the people that he worked with, because he had never been overweight. He had never dealt with those issues. So, you know, when they say it's hard for them to do something, he had no idea what it was like. So he decided he was going to deliberately, intentionally gain 25 or 75 pounds over the course of 6 months, and then he was going to then take the next 6 months to lose that weight and get back to the position where he started. And he documented his journey through that in a book and in a website called Fit to Fit. It's fit2fat2fit.com, and I'll put that link on this video. And you know, he got to experience what it's like being in a larger body, being overweight, how it affects your mood, how it affects everything in your life, your ability to do things, your ability to exercise. So I would recommend checking that out. But the first thing that he did, this is what surprised me. The first thing, because he didn't exercise at all in the first 6 months, when he was just eating anything and everything, he was putting on 75 pounds. He did not exercise at all. And so I figured, since he was a personal trainer, once that was up, the first thing he would do was he would get back to exercise. And he did not do that. In fact, he took the whole first month and he just focused on his diet. He did a little bit of stretching, but that was really all. And he focused on his diet and getting his diet back under control, and back in check, and getting back in the habit of eating good foods. And only when he had that in check did he start with exercise. So I figured, for a personal trainer, if that was his approach, it's probably a good approach, and it worked for him, and he got right back to his original shape, his muscular self. So I would say, for me, it's diet. Diet is so important. It's going to help you so much. And then I would say, beyond that, just consistency. Like, whatever you set up to do, however, your diet habits, your exercise habits, sleeping habits are very important. You got to be consistent. Consistency is what is going to get you there. And consistency can be tricky because a lot of times you don't see the progress. Okay, you're like, I'm doing this every day, I don't see a difference. You know, why should I keep doing this? But you know, it's like water. It's like water can wear away a mountain, okay, over time. Like a drop of water, just drop, over and over and over, can literally tear down mountains. And it's not due to any one individual drop. You can't see it. It's an imperceptible change each drop is making, but it's the accumulation. It's like the aggregation of those drops of water that make a difference over time. And that's what you see. So in the same way, it's like if you keep at it, you keep at it, and you keep at it, eventually you'll see the accumulation of the effect that those daily habits have, and you'll just be so much better off for it. So that's what I would challenge you. I would challenge you to consistently, every day, day after day, develop a habit, develop a pattern. Do your exercise. Don't let yourself say you're too tired, you know, or change your eating habits. Don't slip up on it. Don't say, well, I can just have this one thing this one time. Don't do it. Try to stick with it. Be consistent. Don't do too much. Go slow, and just stay with it. That's it. And I wish you the best of luck. And you know, like I say, runners run in circles, but I climb to the top. Keep on climbing. I'll see you next time.